don't want to talk too much because I know this video is already going to be long and I just want to stick to the workouts. But I thought that I would give you a week-long work of workouts that I do. Every single workout I'm going to document. And yeah, hopefully it gives you some ideas for this isolation. This morning, my bro, he's not actually my bro, but I'm calling him my bro, is live on Facebook at the moment. He's doing an online PE kind of thing for anybody. Basically, he's just taking you through a bodyweight circuit online. He goes through it with you, and it's at 9 o'clock every Monday morning. So definitely check out Dan Hancock Fitness, and yeah, definitely check it out. I'm not going to be doing Dan's workout this morning. I'm going to do it tomorrow just because I want to do Natasha Ocean's YouTube workout. So I will put the tag in the corner. I can't remember which corner it is, but that's what we're going to do today. So let's go. That's me done. No, I've got corona. Just worked out. In my head, I was like, why is she making the push-ups on your knees? And then I was doing it, and then I realised why. Because when you move your arms, it's actually really hard. And the core stability, oh my god. I'm done. Absolutely done. But it was really good. It was really good. It was nice to do something different, so I enjoyed it. It was really good. I'm going to write up my session now. So, for those of you who are new, I keep a logbook so that I know what I've done and that I can look back. Say I look back on my camp, I can be like, oh, that's what times I was going, that's how I felt. But obviously now, if we ever come to something like this again, I will know how I maintained adaptability and thrived in adversity. Top tip. So, I'm going to write it up. Okay, if it's not obvious, I'm in my car, and before I get hate, the only place I'm going is to my boss's pool, and I will literally come into contact with nobody. So please don't leave me hate in the comments saying that I should be inside and not risking infecting other people, because I'm not going to see any other people. Just wanted to get that out there. But I'm just going to my boss's pool, and yeah, I'm basically just going to go for a swim. I will see nobody there. Literally, I get in, get out, that's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. So yeah, let's go. So guys, I'm just going to talk to you in the corner while I just swim away down there. And yeah, I just wanted to address the fact that obviously I'm still swimming. And I wanted to talk to you guys about that because I feel like I'll get quite a lot of questions as to why I'm still swimming, how I'm still swimming, for what reason kind of thing. So I just want to address it now. How I'm still swimming, I have no idea. Gary, one of my bosses, he has a pool in his back garden, an endless pool, and he said that I can use it because the pools and stuff are shut. Why I'm still swimming is a massive question, but realistically, in brief, it's because one, it clears my head. I feel like on my journey through swimming, and you can see it, it's on my YouTube channel, on my journey through swimming, I feel like I'm finally comfortable in the water. It's my distraction. I switch off. It is my time for me, and I feel like without that, I will struggle mentally. I also think that it's really important for me to just keep the feel for the water, and I'm not going to the pool to get in distance, to get in like a good session. I mean, obviously that's a benefit, but I'm going to the pool just to keep myself ticking over. At the end of the day, I can get all my workouts done on land, but I'm not going to race on land at the end of the day. Like, I race in the water, and whether or not I'll get to race is, I mean, who knows? Please, please, please. But I want to be able to be in the best position possible for if I can race in the summer. Now, most people's seasons are coming to the end, but mine hasn't even started because it's open water, and I'm just hoping that because it hasn't started yet, it means that it should still be okay. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping. Happy Tuesday, my friends. Oh my god, I'm starting to blend in with the wall again. I need a tan. It's not happening anytime soon though. So last night, Boris announced that we are pretty much in lockdown, and the only time we're allowed to go out is for necessities, so food and medicines, or for a run or walk or bike ride once, and we have to keep to social distancing when we're out. I mean, there's nobody out on my street anyway, so I don't think I'll see anybody, but I'm gonna go for a run just now, and I just think that the whole situation, I think that putting us into lockdown is necessary. Like, people aren't sticking to the government guidelines, and I think that with the police now being able to enforce it, I think that's the best thing, because it will scare people into doing it. And I think that it's so important to maintain the government guidelines because they're doing it for a reason, and the fact that we're allowed to still go out to be active, I think is super important. I think it's super important for our mental health. I think it's important for our physical health. And I think that the government knows that, and they don't want to stop us from going out at all and going down the Italy route and going down the Spain route. So I think now is the time to stick to the government guidelines, because otherwise it's just going to go into total lockdown, and I feel like it's just the steps that Boris is going to have to take, and the government. It's not just Boris, but anyway, I'm going to go, and I will speak to you afterwards. Oh my god. Whew, I'm definitely not run fit at the moment. But by the end of this lockdown, I'll be really run fit. So I've just done, I think it was 7k. And yeah, it was just nice to get out. It was so nice to get out. It's probably the only time I'm going to go out today. But my hair needs a wash, but I don't see the point in having a shower and then doing a circuit, so I'm just going to do my circuit in a bit. I'm going to have some food first. And I just posted a competition on the Mental Health in Sport Instagram, so go and check it out. Basically, you can win one of these t-shirts, if you can see it. Can you see it? And it has Train with a Smile on the back. You can win one of those t-shirts, and the information is on there. So defo check it out. I will be choosing the winner by the 10th of April. And yeah, it was a good run. Anybody else get really excited when they earn a new badge on Garmin, or is it just me? I just got the well-oiled badge, which means my VO2 max when I run has improved, which is great. But I mean, I'm more happy that I got a badge. Okay, so today's workout. Not really sure why I decided to put burpees and squat jumps in there, but yeah, we're gonna do it anyway. So we've got a little bit of Metcon, 27, 21, 15, 9 reps of burpees, squat jumps, Supermans, press ups, basically just run through it as quick as can. And then I have a resistance band upper body session, 12 ball toss, I mean that's a med ball, 12 swimmers each side, 12 single arm row, 5 times, and then I'm going to do some pull-up work just to try and work on my pull-ups, just because my pull-ups need a lot of work. And yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. So let's go. So all I need for this workout is the med ball and the resistance bands. I might take out the 27 because I have just ran. So I'm going to go 21, 15, 9. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 21, 15, 9. I'm going to start my watch so that I can see my heart rate. Now, I'm not going to lie, these burpees might be pathetic. I have already ran and I am really sore.
Ain't no lie,
just because I don't want to annoy my neighbour downstairs. And I also did the burpees as full burpees, but I did them as like step up, so rather than jumping into the squat jump, just because I want to be as considerate as I can. And it is only 9:40, so some people will be in bed, and I don't know what she's doing today, so I did just want to be a little bit nice to her. So I did that in 7:27, and yeah, I'm gonna get cracking with the next bit after 10 minutes. So I'm gonna have a drink. I've got another minute-ish before I go for the next bit. So the reason why I did my press-ups on my knees is because I'm really trying to focus on keeping my elbows to my side and making sure that they're full tricep press-ups. And I think when I do normal press-ups, I have a tendency to let my back arch, and I'd rather them be full good press-ups than kind of dodgy press-ups. So I am trying to make my press-ups better and my pull-ups better, just because they're two of my weaker movements, and I feel like if I can't do those movements, then I have no hope of being able to lift. So I am trying to work up on my pull-up technique and strength, and I'm also trying to work on my press-up technique and strength. So I'm going to get going with this 15. Again, with the ball toss, it's basically like a bench press. I want to keep my elbows in so that it represents the press-ups that I was just doing. Okay, so that is me done, apart from the pull-ups, but I'm not going to subject you to having to view my poor pull-ups. I did change that set again. I changed the swimmers to tricep extension just because I don't have a light enough resistance band to be able to do swimmers, but that's okay, still hits the upper body. I'm going to go and do my pull-up work now. For anybody who's interested, I'm basically doing 6 30-second active hangs. So that doesn't mean my shoulders right up here. Oh, hairy armpits. It doesn't mean my shoulders are right up here. It means that I'm like this. Actually, I'll show you. So rather than hanging like this, I want it to be active, so my shoulders are away from my ears. See how I did that scat pull up? My shoulders are away from my ears, and this will just help me in that position. So I'm just going to chill in this for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to relax and do that again. So this is full on making sure that my lats are engaged. My core needs to be engaged, which you need for your pull-up anyway. So it's just making sure that I have that activation before I can then go on to work on my pull-ups. So I'm going to show you what a scat pull-up is, and I'm going to show you deficit pull-ups. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you'll know what they are anyway, but a scat pull-up, basically, it's just from here to that. So it's that bit that most people struggle with, including me. The start of the pull-up, from going from a dead passive hang to an active hang to a passive hang. So I'm just going to do those. I'm going to do 3 by 10 of them on the bar, obviously with my body weight, and then I'm going to do a deficit pull-up. So basically what you do is you start at the top of the pull-up, jump up or use a step, and then you lower yourself down really slowly, and then it'll get to a dead hang. Okay, I'm going to go do that. I'm not going to bore you with it because this week's going to be long enough, so I will speak to you probably tomorrow. Happy Wednesday! Ignore the hair, it's going to change before I go for a run. I'm just going to go for a run. Again. Yes, I have gone crazy. But I feel like the more I run, the more my legs will get used to it because my legs are still sore. And I feel like the more I run, the more it's flushing it out. So that's my theory and my method behind madness. I'm not really sure where I'm going to go. I think I might go... Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to go, but while I'm putting my trainers on, I'm going to have a think and yeah. I think what I'm going to do is go out from here to Kings Park and then around back through town because there's nothing I hate worse than running in a straight line and coming back. Morning, friends. So today is Thursday, and I'm just about to go for my third run of the week in a row. And I feel like now that I've started getting into the routine of running every day, obviously it's probably not the best for my joints, but I think it's good because it's like holding me accountable. And today I didn't want to run, but well, I kind of did want to run at the same time, but I kind of was like, oh, like let's make it 3 in a row. So I think that's really good. Yesterday I posted on YouTube how I feel about the season being cancelled. Yesterday it was announced that all Scottish swimming meets will be cancelled up until the end of August, which does include Scottish National Open Water, which would have been in September as well, which I think is the right move. Obviously I'm not happy about it, but I think it is the right move considering the circumstances, and at least now it gives me the chance to switch off and then restart for next season. So I am still going to be training just because I want to stay fit, I want to stay sane. And also, I think it's super important to use this time to do something different. And even though it's not swimming and in my head I'm not thinking about my goals, I think even though that is the case, I think that when all of this is done, I will come back fitter and a more adaptable athlete. So I think that is important, and also it's given me something to do. Like my body clock stays the same throughout anything, and I think that's also important. But obviously I'm getting up at, what, 7:30, and if I were to just sit and do nothing until 9 o'clock, that's not good for my mental health, and I need to keep busy. So I think keeping running is actually keeping me in a routine, and I might not run every day for the rest of this lockdown because I think it will be bad for my joints if I do, especially considering I'm not used to it, but I will do some form of exercise outside, whether that's ride my bike, go for a walk, go for a run. But yeah, I'm going to do a circuit when I come back as well today. I didn't yesterday, just because I needed the rest. And yeah, let's go. So, this morning's run, not entirely sure why I thought it would be a good idea to run 3 days in a row. Next time I try and do that, just shoot me. Because my legs felt that they were literally falling off. And one thing's for sure, tomorrow I will not be running. But I think I'll go for a walk instead tomorrow, just get myself out. I wasn't going to do a circuit. It is now 2 o'clock. I was just going to leave it for the day, but I actually think it'll be good for me to move my body, and at least, even if it's just upper body, at least it flushes the blood around my body and starts to move me. So I am going to do a workout, but obviously I am in a sweatshirt and I don't want to do anything too hard, like high heart rate. I want to do stuff relating to my technique and my pull-up and my press-up work. So I will do a lot of resistance band stuff, I think, and I'll do some med ball work. But apart from that, I don't want to do much. So I'm going to write something up on my whiteboard and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to do 3 different circuits, and I'm going to go the first one med balls, the second one resistance band, the third one as negative pull-up work. So the first circuit I'm thinking 12 floor pass, 12 single arm bench with the med ball, 12 tricep extension with the med ball, 12 kneeling narrow tricep press-ups focusing on the core, a bit like what I was doing was it yesterday? The day before? I can't remember, the days are all merging together. And then the resistance band work circuit, the first one will be 5 times. And then the resistance band work will be the second circuit, which will be bent over rows, 12 of them, 12 pull aparts, 12 delt crossovers each side, and 5 normal banded push-ups, and that will be 5 times. The banded push-ups will probably be very hard, that's why it's such a small number. And then set number 3, negative pull-ups 5 by 5. So that's kind of my plan. I'm trying to just stick to the med ball. Might incorporate the kettlebell at some point. Let's just see how it goes, but I need to go get my other resistance band from my bag. Okay, so the floor pass, I'm going to talk you through the exercises. The floor pass, a little bit like the other day. So we're going to start from here. Okay, we've got engaged core, our back is flat against the mat, our triceps are in close to our chest. I don't want my arms to be out like this. Okay, they're nice and tight, and then all I'm going to do is push up and catch the ball 12 times. Okay, so next is our single arm bench. So obviously a ball isn't the best, so what I'm going to do is put my hand on the ball. It is just my fingers to hold it steady. I'm not holding the ball with this hand in any way. All of the weight is in my right arm. And I'm going to bench down till my elbows are the floor and then back up. Okay, so now we're going to change arms. Same principle applies. All the weight is in that hand. See, if I take my arm off, all the weight is in that hand. This hand is just there to make sure that that doesn't happen. So I'm going to go down and up 12 times. Okay, next we have tricep extension. So I'm going to be on my knees. So this takes out any of movement coming from my legs. It's all strictly upper body. Brace my core. Arms go up, straight above my head. Now my elbows are going to stay close to my head, and I'm going to lower the ball down 12 times. Okay, so that's it for the ball work of that set. Now I'm going to go into 12 press-ups. Now what I want to do is a bit like what I was doing the other day, is my elbows are going to come right in. My elbows, I don't want them to be wide like that. I want it to all be tricep. And this is just what I'm trying to work on at the moment. So the thing with any kneeling tricep press-ups, you don't want to be in a position where your back isn't flat. So you don't want to be doing them like this, because then your body isn't, you're not mimicking the movement. What you want to do is extend your hands out a little bit further. Make sure that you're in a nice straight line, like that. See how my body's in a nice straight line? And then you're going to go from there. So you're going to lower down and back up. And then that's one set. But with those tricep press-ups, I want to make the time under tension as long as possible. So I'm actually going really slowly. I nearly do have my tricep press-ups back, but there is still a little bit of movement in my spine, and I want to make sure that I'm able to engage my core while I'm doing it before I do go back onto my toes, just because I don't want to hurt my back or injure myself in any way. So that's one round. I'm going to get on with my next 4 rounds and just work my way through it, and I'm going to put some tunes on, and we're going to go for a time lapse. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so that's circuit 1 done. As you can see, my tricep push-ups are awful, but that's why we're working on them, to work on our weaknesses. The resistance bands I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use this blue one. It's slightly thinner than my purple one, as you can see. But I'm going to use this one and just double it over for the rows. And the pull aparts, and the other ones I'm just going to use this one because it doesn't have an end to it. It's just one band and it's better for those. So I'm going to show you. So you're going to stand on the resistance band at about shoulder width apart, and I'm going to double it over, so you don't have to do this, but I'm doubling it over so that I have more resistance. So basically 1 foot is in each loop, and then this is going to be the bit that we're going to pull from. So we want a straight back, and we're going to do our bent over row like that. We're going to go pull apart. So I'm going to kneel down so that it stops my legs from actually working. My back is going to be flat. So all I want to be doing is using the muscles in my shoulders to pull apart the band. Okay, my back stays still and it's just using my shoulders. Okay, next. I mean, there's not really a specific name for this one, but I like to call it drawing the sword, just because, you know, hashtag imagination and all that. So you're going to stand on it with your right foot and hold the band with your left. Now, whatever tension you want on it, obviously when it gets all the way up, it's quite tense. I'm going to move backwards so that you can actually see me. So either you stand at the very end of the band and hold further down, or you hold the end of the band and stand further down, as long as you know what you're doing. So I'm going to stand about a couple of inches in and wrap my hand around it, just because that's the way I like to do it. And I'm going to stand neutral back again, and I'm just going to pull it all the way up. Okay, so the next one. So I'm going to use the Grace Fit pink band, and I'm going to basically, rather than put it around my legs, I'm going to put it around my arms. So I'm going to bring it all the way up to my arms. Now, what I'm going to do, this is a little bit complex. This basically is pushing my arms in, so it's making my shoulders work while I'm still doing those tricep press-ups. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down on my knees, go up to my toes while I'm in that bottom position, and then push up on my toes. Okay? So it's going to look a little bit like this. Obviously I can't lift my feet up, so my feet will just have to be slightly there. So my feet will have to be down. So obviously my back's not going to be as flat, but it can be as flat as I can get it. So I'm going to go down to my feet and then up. Down, down, feet, up. And we're just going to do 5 of those. So the trick with those is to try and keep your back flat on the way up. Obviously I'm not amazing at it, but I'm getting there. I just think that challenges it a little bit differently, and it's a little bit different. So yeah, let's go. I think I am actually going to use the thicker band and not double it over, because this is a little bit too heavy doubled over. So I'm just going to throw that away. Happy Friday, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to film any more for this video because it's already half an hour long and I've tried to crop it down and I can't get it any shorter without cutting out decent content. So I do apologise for the length of the video. If you've got this far, well done. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Click the subscribe button to join the family. I don't always post this long a video. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, and stay safe and wash your hands.